It's time to go through your budget and find the money you need to save for yourself. You already make enough money to build emergency savings. The key is paying yourself first, like you are the most important bill.
Welcome back to My Dedication. In this episode, we will be going into your budget item by item and finding the money necessary to fund your emergency account. Stick with me, and by the end of this series, you will know exactly how to do this, and more importantly, why you need to do it now. Again, if you haven't done so already, please download my free budget worksheet in the description below and follow along. You will be surprised how much money we can find together just by looking at what you already make and cutting back on things you don't need at all. Let's go through and start. The first section of your budget, like we did before, is home expenses. Emergency account savings that we can find within it. In your home expenses, it is more difficult to lower your rent or mortgage because those are fixed costs that you agreed to during the loan or rental process. So ignore those for now, although I do recommend finding cheaper rent whenever possible. You don't need to live in the city if it is costing you your entire financial future. More on that later. The first big one that jumps out at me in this section is cell phone costs. You don't need the newest phone. I'll repeat that in case you are reading quickly or you missed it in the video. You, yes you, do not need a new phone on a payment plan in order to call people, text people, and doom scroll. It's ridiculous that people willingly sign up for these long contracts, paying off a $1,000 plus device for months, when you can simply go with a slightly used or past model and pay it off very easily in cash. If you switch from one major carrier to another, oftentimes the eager salesperson will miraculously find the one-of-a-kind deal offering you a phone for free. Tell the Verizon rep or AT&T rep that you are switching services to their competition, and you will see what one-of-a-time deals start to come out of the woodwork. Get an older phone and buy it outright. Get a slightly used but good as new phone and buy it outright. Don't get sucked into paying for your plan and paying monthly for a device that will be outdated in less than 4 months' time. iPhone 17 will be 18 faster than you know it, and 20 before you know that. Phones used to be used for calling human beings. You can still text and scroll on social media on last year's phone model, the one you can actually afford to buy. Then, when the battery starts to die faster, instead of getting a new phone, go to a battery store and replace it for $60, keeping your phone alive for a few more years. Use the phone until it literally breaks down and will not work anymore. No one can tell what phone you have regardless. We all cover them in bejeweled flower pattern cases anyways. It's not a big deal. The next expense in this section you can do without is cable television. You don't need cable. It's outdated, expensive, and unnecessary. When you are in debt and have no emergency savings, you can't afford $200 plus on cable television. In fact, you shouldn't be picking up some extra shifts at work to pay off that debt and get ahead. Think about it. You pay close to a car payment for a few channels that you actually watch, and worse yet, they still have ads on cable. Ads. I don't think I've watched an ad on my TV in over a decade. They try to sneak them in on my favorite shows once in a while, but as far as commercial breaks, you shouldn't be paying any money for such an ancient concept. Pick your favorite streaming service, cancel the rest, and save those monthly subscription dollars into a savings account that will actually help you and not some random company that doesn't care if you lose your job or something bad happens to you. They won't give you your $10 a month back when you need to look for a new job. Internet today is basically a need. You can control the price to some extent by getting just the speed and capability that you need for your lifestyle. If you watch TV once in a while and play a mobile game before bed, you won't need a full gig internet package or more. Tell the rep what you use the internet for and get the minimum speed and service needed for your lifestyle. This may save you that extra $10 per month, a seemingly insignificant amount, but do you see what we are doing here? Taking all of these small lifestyle changes and budget cuts together will provide you with the money needed to get out of debt, fully fund your emergency account, and teach you the habits necessary to create real wealth down the road. I don't think anyone really loves being in debt or not having any money when things go wrong. We just see so many people in similarly bad financial situations all going through life as if money will magically fix itself and start going into the right places. Reality check moment. If you don't decide where your money goes, It will all be gone before the month is over. And that's how you stay in debt, and that's how you stay broke. Decide now to go through these categories with me and find the money that you already make and put it to work for you instead of against you. If what you have done so far hasn't worked, then please humor me and try these steps, because I guarantee if you go through this method, you will be in a much better situation than when you started. Okay, on to more cost cutting and money finding in your budget. So far, we have freed up close to $350 a month or more simply by not keeping up with the newest phone, eliminating cable television for good, limiting our subscriptions to 1 or 2 that provide genuine happiness during our downtime, and getting the most affordable internet service that fits our lifestyle. Doing just these 4 things alone will give you over $4,200 a year minimum to put toward debt destruction and emergency savings funding. People always look at me like I'm going crazy when I show them these yearly figures. I'm not a magician. I'm simply multiplying by 12, everybody. The best part is none of these things are needs or things that will make you feel like you are going without anything special. You deserve a wealthy, calm, and secure future. This money alone can get you there, especially once I show you how to automatically put it to work, taking any of your potential bad decision-making out of the equation altogether. Let's keep going down the budget, item by item. I am ignoring categories and line items that I believe are necessary or too difficult to meaningfully change quickly enough to help you save. Things like flood insurance, rent, utilities, and garbage service are things that I view as needs, and will leave them alone for the sake of this illustration. Have you ever written a budget? That's a trick question, because by now you should have already done so, especially after completing step 2, our brick by brick budget series. If you need more motivation to write your budget, revisit that series. I think it is pretty convincing in the arguments, and that's not just because I wrote them. Now that you have your budget, my next question is, have you ever gone through it like this to see what you could cut out and substantially change your life for the better with the money that you already make? That is what we are currently doing, and I will continue to walk you through every item that I believe you can change today, freeing up hundreds of dollars that you can automate into savings and wealth building. Let's continue. The last few items in the home expense category are furnishings and appliances, lawn and garden, maintenance and supplies, and cleaning services. Remember in step 2, when we started budgeting for the furniture and appliances that we will need down the road when they inevitably break down or become useless? This is where you can save even more money. You have already budgeted money for new furniture and appliances. Now, to save even more, you can decide to get less expensive furniture and appliances. That's right, everyone. You have a choice of what to buy when it comes to consumer goods. That means you don't take your budget for furniture and go to the nicest store near you. You don't take your appliance money and go to Best Buy in order to buy a new Wi-Fi enabled refrigerator with a see-through digital door and gold-plated handles. You go to the countless scratch and dent or outlet mall stores with the best prices on reliable, simple appliances that stand the test of time for an amount of money that doesn't break your budget or rob you of your savings and future. Buy the Energy Star certified 2-dial front-loading dryer for $350, not the $1,500 one that can also play you music and order toilet paper by voice recognition. You get the point. Just because you save the money to buy something doesn't mean you need to use all or more of that amount to buy a fancy piece of furniture or newest appliance that looks like it can go into orbit. Say you saved $100 a month toward appliances for ease of illustration. That's $1,200 in 1 year, put aside specifically for new appliances when your other ones break down. Your washer and dryer break down at the same time. And instead of panicking, you look at your account with confidence, having already saved money for this exact scenario. You then go to your nearest discount outlet mall. You find that appliance store and find 2 perfectly good new scratch and dent machines for $450 each. You purchase them both without getting any additional retail warranties and schedule delivery for the next day, having spent just over $900. Congratulations on your new machines that are paid in full, not on credit, not financed, and you also saved $300 in your appliance budget. You can now use that $300 towards debt repayment. building your emergency fund, or simply leave it there and continue your budgeted appliance savings for the next time you will need a new machine. I recommend leaving that money right where it is and continue saving because bad things happen in threes, and that fridge is starting to break down as well. You can see what we are doing together. By going through your budget, where you have already assigned every dollar a job, you can now decide what jobs are most important to your quality of life and decide further which jobs you don't need, freeing up the money that you need to get ahead and save. In the next episode, we will continue finding more money by going through your budget and cutting what you don't need. Every cut you make is freedom regained. It's a step towards securing your future. Stick with me, and together we will find enough money to change your life for the better and get you on the right track, no matter what.